All right, time to get interactive. Mapitsu Savede is here. She's going to be taking us through Journey's Interactive. Hello, Maps.
Hello, Izzy. You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll join you on TV. Now, when asked to bite the bullets, don't go looking for bullets to bite. You're only being asked to finish hard. Similarly, if someone says it costs an arm and a leg, it doesn't mean you can only bite with your arm and a leg. Today on the Super Morning Show, Communications Minister Ursula Wusa-Kufo spoke about all the serious issues, but also the light-hearted matters, including the literal translations of idioms. It follows her recent exchange with Mr. Atufosan over the expression that she'll never take moral lessons from a brothel. But before we listen to her, Izzy, what's your favorite idiomatic expression that you can think of off your top of your head?
Well, not taking moral lessons from my brother is one of them.
All right. Okay, so let's listen to the Minister of Communications.
That's all it means. What does it mean? I don't even want to make matters worse by saying that there are idiomatic expressions which do not lend themselves to literal interpretations. So understand the phrase and what it is seeking to do. I don't see what is abusive about this. You know, when I was coming, I was listening to the Minister for Sanitation's interview, and she was admonishing some people to do something, otherwise, obebu on them. Is that what she said?
Yeah, she actually said it in English.
She
I'll
said,
break your leg.
Break your legs. Does it mean she's going to carry sticks and hammers and literally go around breaking people's legs? No, that's not what she means. I mean, we're boxing ourselves into such a corner that I've read some of the comments and had fun these past few days and said, oh wow. I take my hat off to my English teacher. Why Jadipa? How poor modding? What shabby brofo? Man! If I want lessons in good morals, I won't go to a brothel. What does it mean? What requires Obama untuma? TND. That's all. So I beg, Honorable Kesela Tufoso, I have no idea what brothel you're talking about. I don't have, operate, live in, work in, know of any brothel. It's an idiomatic expression. It's an English saying, which means
translated as
I don't even know what does Quatriqua amount to my team.
If a pauper says he will give you a piece of cloth, ask him for his name.
So does it mean the person you are talking to is a pauper? Is that what that saying means? If you use that expression on anybody, does it mean that the person you're referring to is a pauper?
All right, so she said she read the comments and she was having fun. So let's also take some comments and have some fun. We'll start with Wilson, who says, if an elected MP doesn't have the capacity to advise, then the minister should have a very high opinion of herself or has a very high tendency to look down. Granted, it's an idiomatic expression, and as she boasted her English is so good, then she shouldn't be speaking English, which runs the risk of being ambiguous.
Salami says, this woman won't change even if that could take her party to opposition. She's a nuisance to the collective interest. Elders are all asleep. Samuel says, who is the unfortunate captive in this salty and thorny river? I seriously pity him. May the Lord strengthen him so that he can be able to brave through it. Let me read that comment again. Who is this unfortunate captive in this salty and thorny river? I seriously pity him. May the Lord strengthen him so that he can be able to brave through it. Now, he sounds like he's speaking in parables.
Yes.
Not idiomatic expressions.
Parables.
Najele says, so she's still talking. Someone tell her that her silence at this time will be very golden.
Marilyn Asante says she's eloquent, competent, confident, knowledgeable, and arrogant. Not the person to be allowed by the party to be doing a lot of talking on air.
But those are supposed to be some wonderful attributes.
Yeah, she's
eloquent, competent, confident, knowledgeable, and arrogant. Well, arrogant
yeah, but the first four, I mean,
yeah,
that's what we expect from ministers.
4 out of 5?
Yeah, that's what we expect from ministers, for them to be confident, to be eloquent.
But then Marilyn goes on to say, not the person to be allowed to be, by the party, to be doing a lot of talking on air. And she said something else, which I want to share with you. She says, people are very suspicious of the government.
Yeah.
And sometimes I ask why. we really have the interests of the people at heart.
And that's what we'd like the government to do.
Yeah.
To have the interests of people at heart.
Yeah.
But it seems like people are confused.
So we should stop being
People are-
suspicious of governments.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But we should always question them.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
no doubt
of course,
about
always question them. But before we leave, quickly, Kumasi Technical Institute, some of the students took the gate, sold it to some scrap dealers, and that's been making the rounds on social media. They found the gate at the scrap dealer, and I mean, because, you know, they were agitated, they were upset over some arguments with the housemaster, so that's something that's been also trending on Twitter and Facebook.
Wow.
I know, right?
So the gate was found at the scrap dealer.
Yes.
So the school authorities take it back.
That one I can't tell, but I mean, at the scrap dealer, Charlie, this thing is tough, yeah. All right, so
Oh,
that's
no.
how we enjoy News Interactive.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're joining News on TV.
Okay, thank you very much, Mapito Sabede, for bringing us Joy News Interactive. That's it.